Dawn was saying earlier that if she does wind up playing with Nigeria, they would be a medal contender. Your thoughts on what that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Instantly. They already have a lot of talented players, and it's an up and coming team who, obviously gave us a run for our money when last time we faced them. But I mean, they have a ton of talent. They're players, and their program, you got to give hats off to them as far as player development. And, we'll see a preview of that in a few days.
Thank you. Kelly?
Hey, Skylar, Kelly Cohen with ESPN. We talked a little bit yesterday about how things have come, full circle for you since college, being named to Team USA now. I was wondering if you could elaborate a bit more about what you've changed, about your game as a guard over the years since you got into the league, and how you think that's paved the way for younger players. And I feel we're the same age, so I hate when people bring up.
No, that's hilarious. Yeah, I think just continuing to develop my game on both ends of the basketball floor, both sides of the ball, excuse me. Yeah, just learning more about myself. Obviously, the best teacher is just experience. You learn this game, it slows down for you a little bit, after the first year or two, and you just kind of see where, I can make my niche and, just continue to develop my confidence. But for me, it's really like the player development part of it in the off season, because I don't go overseas. So, really just that player development aspect, those 6 or 7, so months that where everyone else is playing and continuing to get in their rhythm, how can I stay in shape? How can I, continue to challenge myself without necessarily being in organized competition, for months at a time in the off season. So it really just finding different things out about myself, about my body, to help me kind of keep that competitive edge, if you will, and just having more confidence in this league, as a guard, as a veteran.
What do you think about following up, like kids that are in college now, right? Like, what are there any like college kids that reach out to you? What would you tell them about how you were just saying all these things that you've done kind of like,
all the time. The time. It's really a case by case basis. I think you just have to figure out what your aspirations are. If you want to play in this league, then you have to play. This is the most competitive league to not only enter, but to stay into, because every year it's just the talent just continues to grow. Our game just continues to get more and more competitive. People are evolving. When I first got in the league, players that necessarily didn't shoot outside shots, now they're shooting outside shots. Big girls, everybody can do all these things. There's so much skill and talent in this league that you can't just talk about it. You got to be about it. And it's just about putting the work in. And, it's all about fit, really, in the WNBA. So yeah, I college players all the time, younger players reach out all the time about aspirations that they may have. And I always say, if you want to play basketball, you have to play basketball, and you have to be coachable, because in this league at the professional level, they don't take that shit. You're gone, if you're not coachable. So just have the right attitude, and put the work in.
A second question for you. You've been super open about your journey with motherhood and now what this means to you now that you have a son. How do you prepare yourself to be away for weeks at a time?
I always wonder, do you guys ask the guys that question?
So I was just thinking about this today.
If it's me, or if it's just, anywhere I am.
You don't have to answer if you're not comfortable. You don't have to.
I'm very comfortable, but I always just wonder, that's it. Sometimes that's disappointing, because I just wonder, anywho, but yeah, my son, of course I'm going to miss him as a full-time mom. I couldn't do any of the things that I do without my husband, Daniel, and my support system, so we have a great village. Luckily, for me, I've been blessed with a great village who always leans in, and it'll be no different. He'll be well taken care of. So of course I'll miss him and my husband, my immediate family being around. But I have no worries there as far as his well-being.